All right. What is good, friends? So why is my camera freezing? Salut. Salut. Okay. My camera is freezing, so let me fix that. One moment. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Welcome back, friends. I hope that you're having a nice Saturday night or maybe a good Sunday morning, depending of where you are watching this stream. I'm from Canada. It's Saturday. What time is it? 8:48. And for whoever have to stay home for the kids or cannot go out because it's raining, like it's raining today. So welcome to this stream. I hope that you're having a great evening or even a better morning. I have a sad news for you today, friends. I have a sad news. So to y'all who bet on G27 for the first capture of the lab, I'm sorry that we failed our mission by 2 seconds. Only two. Mass captured the lab 2 seconds before us, so I'm deeply sorry. It was a very close race. We try our best to capture it as fast as possible. But it is what it is. I mean, congratulations to Mass. They were able to beat us on this mission. Salut. Salut à tous. Bienvenue sur mon stream. So today, let's see. Let's see what happened today. Okay, besides the lab capture. So there was something interesting that happened today between HBR 22 and AVE. So AVE and HBR, they were on a push, a good push, and AVE, sorry, had to activate the slow burn. So as you know, it happened here, and this military lab is still under contest. It's still under Raven's hand. That means HBR can capture it or 24 can capture it, either one. But AV wants to capture it as well. And now it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. I don't know if they want to capture it, but before going there, it's a tough battle against AV, HBR, and 24. I mean, it's a 2-against-1, so you would say, well, it's game over for AVE, but no, because AVE is super strong. I mean, they are the same caliber as us. If we can say in strength wise, maybe we're a little bit stronger as we do have more whales and more stronger player, but it's not to discredit AV on any mean. They are a strong alliance. They can withstand HBR and 24 at the same time. But now I can see that AV is struggling a little bit. I mean, I could ask 24 and HBR. I have many friends there, how many reserves they have and everything. But I'd rather not even ask. I wanted to keep a secret, a mystery. But from my perspective, AV is also struggling a little bit. Even if they can kill a lot of HBR and 24, when you fight 2-against-1, no matter how much reserves you kill, you still lose some. All right, it's the name of the game. There is no escape. Every time you fight, you lose some reserves. So now this base is trying to heal the village. As you can see, it's got a partial army, meaning that he may not have enough reserves to build a full army, and his base was almost burned out. He had not even 20% of HP. And you see how active both alliances are. Okay, so will they be able to contest the military lab? Who knows? I know that those villages are still under slow burn, and the slow burn, when you activate it, it lasts 8 hours. So they have plenty of time to reorganize, regroup, maybe recover a little bit of reserves. 8 hours to recover reserves, it's not a lot, but it's still better than nothing. They do not want to lose some ground. And now you can feel the effect. We've been in this conquest for what now? 48 hours. And I know both parties or both sides, they have very low reserves. Most of AV, as far as I'm concerned, they have little to no airlift. That's what I assume. And last time, I mean, you just missed a huge battle. I wanted to stream, but I think Dead Wish was streaming, so I didn't want to outstream him. Not really, but I was busy making a supper, dinner, whatever you call it. So in this area, the AV, they dropped, tried to save or heal the villages, and most of the base who dropped was either a burnout or very low HP, meaning that at this point, they are struggling. They are not ready to, they were not fully recovered yet, and they were on their last resort to save the village. I may not explain it properly in English. I'm sorry. English is not my first language, but I think you know what I'm trying to say here. Okay? Yes, I will show you. Now that I changed the camera angle or the screen, I will show you the fighting machine just after this sip of water. Since it's Saturday, I do have another beverage that shall not be disclosed. Okay, let's see. Fighting machine, shall we? So in Conquest ranking, fighting machine, we have yeah, that guy. So Wolf Orange, why he stole the first place to I have no money. Today he made a crap load of kills. I mean, I don't want to criticize the way HBR and 24 attacked him, but it was not optimal, to say the least. So yes, he ate a lot of troops. So now he took the first place on I have no money. I have no money in second place. We got Tony Love Wolf in third place. Barcode who dropped significantly. He was not super active this weekend. And the rest, it didn't change much, right? So Joker Mini from 24, Jangar, Kill Redneck, Sing Song, curiously, from 22. He made some kills. And there you go. Here's the fighting machine. So since we have a lot of times, I'm going to try to make this stream last about 2 hours for your pleasure. So this is the fighting machine ranking. Not... yeah, this Jaeger from G27 is doing great. Not a lot of HBR players, nor 24. Yeah, I see a few. Espo, StarCrest 2. Yeah, there is some. So there you go. This is the fighting machine ranking, Alliance Repute. So last time I showed you the Alliance Repute, 14 was in last place. Now AV is in last place, and they failed their settlement mission. Okay? So what I'm talking about, look at the settlement mission. The urban combat plan. So we got this mission, establish your central command. We got the settlement mission, but if you look at the other alliances, do you see AV? They are not there, so they bypass that mission. They ignore that mission. Why? I don't know, but they just did, and they just let go 1,500 gold. It's not like they need it. Maybe for them it's not much. However, it's an easy mission to accomplish. They could have captured the settlement. If you look, let's go back to the area I was showing you. So they could have captured the settlement right there. Okay, they chose not to. I don't know why. That's their decision. So let's. There you go. AV is stronger than 14. Yep. Yes, sir. I would say so. I'm confident to say that AV is stronger than 14. AV was struggling against 21. You see, so 21, they lost quite a lot of ground. So the thing that is flashing right there is, oh no, it's not flashing anymore. So they had about this patch of land right there with their central command. So they moved their central command as it was on fire, but they do have some land on the border. However, no troops. Okay, they're there. So they're battling. They're not afraid of server 14, but I expected 21 to not be able to withstand 14. And I know that AV is definitely stronger than 21. So my thought about AV versus 21 is AV is definitely better than, not better, stronger than 14. AV though, one thing, and guys, don't take this as an insult. It's not my intention. AV is lacking a little bit on the tactics side. They don't have the experience of the older alliances. They don't have a lot of combat or a lot of war under their belt. So I see that they're lacking a bit of this on this side, but they compensate with brute force. That's what I have to say about AV. Sing Song est très fort. Yes, he is. He is. He is a strong player. I don't know where he come from. I've never seen this guy's name before. Fun fact is right there. Okay. Sing Song, he was there. He was on the move, and he wanted to attack this base. Okay, he wanted to solo this base. This guy, he's a strong player. I think he's the 10th most powerful player out of in G27, but he's a troll. He's a funny guy. He changed his name to Farmer 256. There's no 256 player number in G27. The max number of players is 255, right? So he renamed 256, Farmer 256, and he put a free-to-play skin, but he's a strong guy. He got more than 2 billion HP, base HP. So this Sing Song guy, he thought that he was a noob, so he didn't take the time to study his spray. He ignited the base, and he got smoked. He got the surprise of his life. So yeah, his attack failed, and then an army group went and finished the job. So basically, when you want to solo a base, look inside, or at least click on it, and you'll find out that he's not the player you think he is. So that was the joke of the night. AV first place, Psycho. I don't know what this mean. Yeah, AV could win if they want, but right now they're not winning. Nobody is, because the Conquest is still 48 hours old. Okay. So we are building along here. So as you see, we started from our settlement. We built down to isolate 22. Now we have a little border war. Then we went to capture 1/4 here and move to the town, which we will capture as soon as it's open for contest. And we will build along near this fort. I believe that we will let 21 take this fort here. That's what I believe. I do not know what's happening inside. And yep, so that's the building plan so far. So let's go back to see what's happening with HBR 24 and Avenger. So they activate the slow burn. So that will let Avenger, that disappeared. So that would let Avenger regroup, recover a little bit. Now they're trying to heal. So this is a strong player who's going to try to heal. And you see here, so he's burnout. Why would you heal a village with a burnout base? It doesn't serve any purpose. I don't understand this technique. Maybe that's the only time he can play. So there's another base who just dropped, and this is a much weaker player. So, and an empty base as well. So maybe they just want to buy time. When you heal a village under the slow burn, it heals super fast. So maybe that's the intention. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm not here to tell them what to do. I'm not bitching on their tactic. I'm just observing. So another guy just jumped. He's a strong guy though. So he will kill some reserves. There you go. And this base, it looks like it's full. So I didn't see this guy play too much. So that's why his base is full. He missed the action. Or maybe that is it's his active time. Hmm. I need to relocate my second screen because this is not working. The rocket launch, yeah, that's a good question. What is your name? Zweb. Yeah, the rocket truck. It is a good unit for a border battle. That I agree 100%. I'm not a fan of the unit. However, I do have one, but it's an 8 stars unit that I don't intend to develop. I will replace it soon with a third howitzer. But yeah, the rocket truck is beautiful on the border war. So you come in close, launch the attack, and you run away and you repeat. So this guy, he will solo this base. He's a strong dude. He is a former FWZ player. So this guy is smelling the blood and he will go away. Most of his troops are in an army group. So this unit is not going to do anything. So he's going to chase a truck doing nothing. Now, can he solo this base? I'm pretty sure he can. Yeah, he will. That's what I would do. I mean, if I would be 535 million power, I would solo this guy. But then when you solo this guy, a stronger base will appear. So I guess my guess is right now that's is a window of playtime and he wants to enjoy every single minute of it. So he's going to clear that troop to get closer, I think. Oh no, he's going to kill reserves. There you go. If you remember this player, he was from FWZ. Yeah, he canceled his base as well. But now you have to be careful. He is in close to Alliance Claimland. So another base can come and replace this guy. Yeah, only 2 troops. Not gonna happen. He's online, so he didn't lose anything. Is there any HBR and 24 in the area? This guy is a little bit stronger. So we will see what happens now. Hi. Hello, Mark. Welcome back. Oh, they are being attacked from the other side. Yeah, it's possible. They are surrounded. Not surrounded, but they are kind of surrounded by HBR and 24. So that's why they are busy elsewhere. I see those troops going this west side. So that's why nobody is taking care of business in this area. So oh yeah, more bases just dropped. And now we have this guy, a weaker guy. Yep. So AV definitely different. They behave differently when they don't have their big, strong players leading the attack. That's my first observation. In contrast of what happened earlier when I wasn't streaming. So those players, despite being strong, they need to rest. They need to recover, or else every jump you spend, you waste them. So I guess it will be this guy's turn. I thought this guy had a full base, but he doesn't. So this base got about 20% HP, almost 30. Luke, are you in AV or are you in this conquest, or you're just watching from your side? Oh yeah, it's full of bases here, right? Oh yeah, that is why. That is why. So big players, big player here. Yep. Oh yeah, so it's not gonna end well for this guy. He's a strong player. He does have good artillery, but no. So AV, from what I see, they will be able to fully heal those villages, unless HBR and 24 regroup and reinitiate the attack. But we'll see. So this player here is buffed up, 400 million power. Is he fully okay? 381. He's buffed up just a little bit. I know it's interesting. It's a very good conquest, except for us and mass, and maybe 22. We are definitely not enjoying it, but it is what it is. We will come in force when the fort will open. Any more bases nearby? Yeah, there's a few bases, but now this is where HBR build their CC. So I didn't talk about that. It's worth talking about it because it was quite smart from HBR. So this is where you see their tactic is a few notches above AVE. They may not be as strong as AVE, but tactical wise or planning wise, trying to find my words here, they do still have it. So they built a CC right there. I don't know what was the plan initially, but and when they were about done building it, this is when AV start to come back and drop in, which they failed. As when the CC was complete, more bases, more HBR bases landed and pushed them back. So that's what happened. But now they removed that CC and rebuild it here to capture this lab here, I guess. I could ask them, but I did not. I want to keep that between them and their people. I don't want to investigate, or that's their business. So I guess that they will not want to capture that lab. So yep. Oh, empty base. G27 versus AV. Yes, I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen. I told it a bit earlier today. I can't wait. I want to see what they are capable of. It's going to be a tough battle. Yep, it's going to be tough. And we will see, everybody will see who is the strongest alliance between AV and G27. Oh yeah, so at this pace, AV will clean everything. I think that the HBR instruction is not to resist, or I think they achieved their goal to build that airport. I guess it was the intention. La fête sera mémorable. Oh que oui. Oh que oui. On va essayer de rendre ça intéressant. Who's that? Change his name. So, friends, I'm gonna leave this footage right there. I'm gonna get my prop. I want to prop my tablet on top of my screen so I can see the comments a little better instead of always stretching. So I'm gonna leave this here and I'll be right back. Okay? Don't move. Do not move. All right. Sorry about this. So this way I will see the comments. Woo. There you go. Hey, Poverty, are you in AV? I think I recognize your name. Your name tell me something. Tells me something. Good. Are you enjoying your conquest so far? Awesome. Cool stuff. Ça va être la première fois que je vois G27 sérieux, car à chaque fois avec Soso, il savait qu'il gagne facilement. Yeah, I remember that conquest. Thanks, Poverty. Well, like I said, I think it's the first time I see you. Hey, Commander LL. I think it's the first time I see you on my stream. So yeah, and it seems like every conquest we are so unlucky. We are badly placed, and we cannot enjoy any of the fight until the very end. Well, the exception was the last conquest versus HBR and 24, but they were against friendlies, so not quite the same mindset or spirit. Yeah, I mean, I keep saying it. I keep saying it. Ah, d'accord, Commander. I keep saying this, but I understand why sometimes alliances they want to put all their chances on their side by making sure they will guarantee a win. But when you guarantee a win, the conquest is super boring. I mean, nobody enjoy it, or very few people enjoy it on both sides. I mean, the dominant side have nothing to do; they save zone everyone, and on the weaker side, the dominated side, they cannot leave their safe zone. So you end up building and not enjoying the conquest that you've been waiting for. So imagine that. Very disappointing. And I think that without naming anyone, of course, I think that this is why it's slowly demoralizing or killing alliances when they keep having a scheduled fight or fixed fight just to maximize their reward. So, yeah, in the end, you get some rewards that help you grow, but if you cannot use that power for fighting, what's the point? Well, you know what we want to do, right? And we cannot force anyone to be fighting against us. We cannot do that. And we tried, but I mean it's up to everyone to align. And ideally, Lilith should have one rotation for the legendary one battlefield. It doesn't make sense to me to have two rotations. We barely have, like you see right there, there's 8 top tier alliances. Among those 8, there's one smaller alliance. So not even 8 super strong alliances. So imagine having 2 rotations for those. It doesn't make any sense. I also understand. Hey, what is good, Dominic? I also understand that they need to offer a choice. What can I say? Yeah, I think that HBR don't have and 24 do not have the intention to fight back. I think they achieved their goal, so let's see what happens. And remember that when you have when you have 2 rotations, so imagine that you have 4 allies on one side, 4 allies on the other side, and those 2 sides are on a different rotation. So imagine how sucky it is for these smaller alliances to be stuck with those super hard, super tough alliance. I mean, it sucks. It truly is. And if Lilith would really take this issue seriously, they would. I'm sure they can find a solution. The solution would be to force everyone to be in one rotation, but I think that would be too hard. I don't know. Trying to find a solution for myself. So poverty, before being in AV, which alliance were you in? Because your name tell me something. I think I saw your name somewhere else. Oh, always? Okay, good for you. All right, awesome. Sorry, you are a OG AV player because there not a lot of them right now, eh? That's awesome. Long live to AV. I hope that you guys will continue to grow. What do you mean? 50 of you left. You got replaced by stronger players, or what do you mean by 50 of you left? Oh yeah. Okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. Yeah, many players were replaced. If I'm not mistaken, we fought Server 30 in our last Moscow MDC, right? Marvel DC. A great bunch of guys, and totally not the same strength as you. I don't think they enjoyed their conquest for what I said earlier. They tried to stick around, but they had no chance. Yep, MDC is server 30. Absolutely. So I guess that some players left or got removed from AV to join MDC. Yeah, unlucky. Well, that's, I mean, yeah, they are definitely a gold alliance. Now they got thrown in legendary one, and but we were cool with them. I mean, some of them maybe were unhappy, but I didn't see any like they didn't express their not I'm not gonna say anger or anything, but they were cool about it and knew what we and you know what we did at the end, right? We offered all the alliances to capture everything to get at least a touch reward on settlement, on the Kremlin, towns, arm factories, everything, fort, blockhouse, so they could at least get something. So that's the least we could do. But in the end, for them, it kind of sucked as well. You know how it is when you're against a strong alliance. Your units have absolutely no effect on the enemy, and it's kind of demoralizing as you're basically sending units and they never come back. So I've been there. I've been there many times before joining G27. I mean, I've been playing this game for 2 years. So, and back in the days, I said that yesterday, but I'm going to say it again because it's a fun fact. So, back in the days when I was playing Warpath, the level 4 cities were just a plan. There was nothing on, there was nothing available. It was still in drawing. And the first conquest that we fought, there were no safety, there were no safe zones. Okay, so basically, you build your CC, and if you were like the weaker alliance from the lot, from the bunch, you had to hurry up and try to build your CC in time because Moscow, it's a ruthless map. I mean, you can get gangbanged pretty quick, pretty fast. So we had a few sucky conquests where at one point we were playing 3 against 5 or even 2 against 6, and we couldn't even establish our CC. We spent most of the conquest in our level 3 city. So imagine that, how bad it was. Démété, qu'est-ce que tu dis par un retour aux sources? Yeah, those were the old days. Absolutely. And I think I suggest Lilith to have some sort of protection to make sure that you could at least establish a CC or keep some piece of land to at least farm in peace. Well, Démété, ce qui arrive, I'm going to say this in French because the question is in French, and by to respect the my audience, c'est que tout le monde veut gagner, d'accord? Everybody wants to win. Alors, les plus petits joueurs veulent gagner, tout le monde veut gagner, alors ils vont avoir plus de chances en rejoignant une alliance qui est tout simplement plus forte. C'est la nature du jeu. So what I said is, everybody wants to win, right? The weaker player or the stronger player, everybody wants to win. I mean, almost 99% of the player, he wants to win. He doesn't. Nobody likes to lose, right? Do you like to lose? I don't. And they will have better chance of winning by joining a stronger alliance. That makes sense. However, if you, and guys, this is for everyone here, okay? Maybe you look at G27, you look at AV, any strong alliance out there, and you look at this and you want to be part of this. You want to win, you want to get all the rewards. I respect that. I truly do. But if you are a smaller player, I'm telling you, you're not going to like this. You will not like the Legendary 1 Battlefield. If you are the weakest player, the weakest base, you will have a terrible time. Okay? It needs commitment. It's hard. It's ruthless. It's non-stop battle. And the only way to survive is being strong, or unless it doesn't bother you to always have your base blown up. So, and imagine that when the save zones it will drop, you will wake up every morning and your base will be gone. Your troops will be gone, and your base will never recover fully, and it will get assaulted again. So that is Legendary 1. That's super hard. So now it looks like AV will ignite this village. So yeah, it looks good. You want to be part of this, but you have to realize that it's a strong alliance needs a lot of effort, a lot of dedication. You don't want, I always said, what can you do? So when you join a big alliance, what can you do for this alliance rather than what the alliance can do for you? So if you're the type of player that thinks, what can you do for the alliance? I think you will do fine in a strong alliance. If you join a strong alliance just for the gifts and the perks and the kickback, you're not going to last. Yes, we're going to meet at the middle, my friend. Hopefully everyone will. I think some may not, but I wish everyone meets in the middle. So there is so much at stake that I don't think anyone will give their opponent anything. There won't be any freebie or a courtesy. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, so now they pretty much clean everything. They will capture the lab. Good for them. So I guess that 24 won't have a lab. So this lab here will be captured by HBR. They are waiting to finish building their CC, and they will capture the military lab as they will reconnect. As for 24, this will not happen. That's unfortunate. And now 24, yeah, once they reconnect, they will be in good shape. So this will be active, and they will assist 24 battling against AV. So 21, they reconnect, they rebuild their CC. Let's see what. Oh, I didn't do my daily mission, so I'm gonna do this, friends. It was a glitch. I saw a. Woo! So something's going on here. Yeah, 14 is not letting 21 build. They are not interested. But now 21 is strong. At this time, they are in business. Je comprends le stress. J'étais avec Soso. OK. Une petite alliance. 5 secondes. Yeah, I know. Some people, they don't care. Yeah, me too. 21 definitely surprised me because power-wise, at least on paper, 21 is not there. They cannot compete against 14, but 21, they are a more recent alliance. They have, I guess, more motivation, and they have better organization, I think. Maybe they have something else that we don't know. I'd rather not say. But whatever they're doing, it's working for them. Whatever they're doing, it's working. They are underrated. Yep, definitely. I mean, the average player, the player in 14 on average is stronger than 21. That is a fact right there. However, the whales in 21, they are hyperactive and they know how to fight. Not all whales knows how to fight. Mind you, in 14, Espo knows how to fight. ADVH, whoever is controlling this account, seems to know how to fight. And they have a lot of experience. They have a lot of battle under their belt. But I don't think they have the same motivation. And they seem to do very good when they have mass on their side, which now they do not have. So they are on their own. Mind you, when the fort will open, they will be on the same side as AVE, but they will be facing 3 strong alliances. So I'm very excited to know what's going to happen. Oh, Vitamin almost empty base, not looking good. Yeah, I have no money. I don't think it was more online than offline. Makes me think about this whole sharing account business. What do you think about that? I have my opinion about this. I don't want to judge anyone here, but I don't think it's fair. I don't think that Lilith should allow account sharing. It's not good sport. Commander LL, ouais, je pense que AVE, Avenger a ce qu'il faut pour être les prochains G27. Mais j'ai aussi entendu dire que certains joueurs allaient retourner à leur alliance respective après le Paramount. Who knows? Don't quote me on that. That's what I heard. Maybe it's a rumor. I don't know. Yeah, account sharing is I mean, Lilith from the get go is not a fair game. It's all about money, right? You can literally buy power, right? And I want to make a video, an official video about this. As the thing that I don't understand, what makes me a little bit upset, is in the rule, in the term of agreement, account sharing is illegal. It's a prohibited practice. It is not allowed. And what the dev team told me is, well, we cannot really enforce it because we don't know, we cannot tell who's sharing the account, which is a fair point. But I mean, so let's say that a base, an account, somebody logs in, they know, Lilith knows when or who logs into the account. Maybe not the person behind the account, but they can pinpoint the location of that person logging in the account. So when you purchase something online, and sometimes you can see that it pinpoints your location. It almost knows your address without having you to input the address. Hey, good morning. Lilith knows this. Lilith knows everything about you. They know every keystroke, when you talk, what you type, what you buy, what you spend. They know everything. So they know when you log in, so from where you log in, right? So when somebody from Canada, let's say, logging into the account, plays for 6 hours, log off, and then somebody from, let's say, Hawaii logs into the account right away, it's physically impossible that it's the same person. Even though we can tell we cannot say it's not the same person. It's physically impossible to be the same person. Lilith knows that. They know it, but they don't take action. So this is what I don't understand. And the only reason I think they allow it is for money, right? So if those accounts keep spending and spend 50 grands per month, 20 grands per month, whatever the case is, as on a thank you, yeah, on a business standpoint, would you stop this player from spending? No. So we're stuck with this. We're stuck with this issue where before that it was an issue. So I'm sorry if this whole video is getting into a rant, or it's not the intention, but since I started, I may as well finish. Before, back in the days, you couldn't buy reserves, right? So once you were out of reserves, you were out of the fight. There was no other way you had to stop. So sharing account wasn't an issue, since there was no reason to share an account where this base was empty of troops. You couldn't do anything. But now you can buy, I've seen account with 18,000 reserves. I've even heard an account, not sure if it's true, that had 100,000 reserves. 100,000 of reserves. Is that crazy? Is it real? I don't know. But just let's say 15,000 reserves on top of what you have. So you can be sharing this account 24 hours a day, and this account keeps playing. And when you face a smaller enemy, imagine how much damage can you do. So that was one of the reasons why Starcrest quit. Is he said, I mean, I can't compete with those guys that are sharing accounts, always online, freaking destroying us, because the goal of having reserves is it's like a governor. You had to stop at one way. You had to stop during the night to recover, So the side was lose momentum and the other side would gain momentum. So you had kind of a good fight in between those two sides, right? So if everybody can buy reserves, they just keep advancing and making progress until the point where the opposition is, I give up, I cannot compete. It's crazy how you guys have too much activity. So when you see alliance that have such a level of activity, is it something suspicious? I don't know. And before you say, well, G27 is sharing accounts, everybody's sharing account, but I can tell you that there's no such shady business in G27. Not because I'm in G27, but if there is, I'm just not aware. Okay, and I know that every player is. I'm sure there's some people sharing accounts, but I mean, it's not an alliance where if you join, you have to share your accounts. There's no such policy, and there's no no shady business. Live in Moscow. Oh, okay. Maybe the thumbnail is wrong. Yeah, sorry, it is wrong. I failed geography when I was a kid. Okay, I thought. I mean, I thought it saved the previous thumbnail, but it did not. So disregard this. This is not Moscow. We have grass. This is San Francisco. Thanks for pointing that out. I know that Moscow is not San Francisco. Okay, now that this war died down a little bit, oh, maybe not. So, oh, we got two powerhouse of a player. This guy, is it a glitch or he got zero power or zero HP? They better stack more base around this guy or else he is toast. So this guy probably have 0.001 HP. So you shoot a pellet gun at this base and it will blow up. Why I don't keep my RL? Because the RL used to be an awesome unit and now it's a bad unit. It needs a buff. It needs a buff. Remember back in the days with the before the modern units arrived, came into place, the rocket launcher was an amazing unit. Hold on, Deadshot. I'm gonna answer your question after I'm done. So yeah, the rocket launcher was an amazing unit. I have plenty of videos of me manning the rocket truck like a boss. You could one-shot artillery all day long. It was still a delicate unit. Ooh, man, that base is stout. He survived. Holy moly. Holy moly. So this guy will make a beautiful report. And now they're getting hit from behind. Espo is gonna get toast like a peanut. So open fire on this guy. That it's now or never. It's now or never. Yeah, Sam is aware. This guy knows how to play. But go. Listen, even if you see the aggro is worthless. There's no horsepower behind this aggro. So smoke him out. There you go. Huh. My best friend Espo. So you see the move out of the way of the bomber. And now Espo did a terrible mistake. It happened. So the 21, they know how to fight. So they were on the ball. They seized the occasion and they smoke him out. Just like that. Especially a guy like Espo. He got a strong base. He knows how to play. And I have no money, he survived. And I think he gained 0.1% HP. I love it. This is super exciting, friends. I love this kind of battle where it's so close. I mean, you have two camp, they open fire, it fails. Now they counter and they win. That's me gusta. So dead shot. So dead shot. Your question is, what bomber is better against infantry? The answer is there's no bomber against infantry. Like infantry is immune against bomber unless you got a super strong bomber against a 5 stars infantry, then yeah, maybe. Otherwise, yeah, they're happy. Otherwise, don't waste your time bombing infantry. You're wasting your time. Yeah. So just to get back with the rocket truck, Commander LL. So the rocket truck back in the days, it was super awesome. It was like truly the artillery, the howitzer worst enemy. Okay. But since the modern units, it it went like that. Too fragile. There's too much compromise. You are giving away durability, firepower, range for speed, essentially. It's not durable enough. I would either buff the durability or the HP of the rocket truck, or give the rocket truck 4 grids, 4 grids of range. Like modify the technology on the rocket truck so you can unlock it, so it can shoot at 4 grids. Then we got something, I think. Do you disagree? Do you think the rocket truck is a good unit? Because I don't. Doesn't matter how much tech you have. When I see a rocket truck, you bet money that I target this unit right away, and it's a guaranteed hit, a guaranteed total destruction. It's like the easiest unit to kill. Yeah, Russian artillery is still a good choice. I know that Deathwish made a video about which artillery is better, Liberty Camp or Martyr's Watch Camp. So either the blue or the red artillery, either the American or the Russian artillery. Russian artillery is better than no artillery, but if you have a choice, so let's say that you have exactly the same parts you can use on both camp, I would go with Liberty artillery. Naturally, it shoots faster, it rolls faster, it got a better bonus against structure. However, the Russian artillery have a little bit more firepower, but this is just the baseline. This is on paper. And in this game, there's no such thing as baseline, as the amount of modification, upgrades, parts, wrenches, tech, and whatnot. Maybe not tech because it applies on both howitzer and both howitzer. So what I'm trying to say is, in the end, it doesn't really matter. Okay. If I have a choice, of course, I'll pick Liberty Artillery. But actually, I'm going to assemble very soon a Russian artillery. So I already have a 7.2 units waiting to be converted into modern. I will trade this guy here for this guy here, and I will put, I don't know what I'm going to do after, but I'd rather have, at this point, 3 artilleries. If you guys remember back in the days, I was always using 3 artilleries. Avoir une portée améliorée quand il est moderne comme ATG, ça serait intéressant pour un RL. DMT, oui, bonne réponse. I totally agree. Yeah, if you once you convert to modern units, it will definitely be a game changer, as it didn't follow the evolution to the modern unit. Maybe not. It's lacking something. It's missing something. I would make it like the High Mars, not add any grids or armor. Well, it doesn't have any armors anyways. If you look at the artillery, any artillery don't have any armor. So I think they need to add something. But yeah, the armor High Mars, it's a shame that you don't have any rocket truck for the Liberty camp. The High Mars would be very popular. Who knew that a freaking truck with a bunch of rocket on top could be so devastating, eh? I'm not talking about the game, I'm talking about something else. Oh, good for you, Poverty. It's always very satisfying to have to obtain your first 9.2 unit. Imagine having a second one. Like it's like winning the lottery. It's a happy moment. So now 21 is on the move. Oh yeah. It looks like they're not fucking around, eh? Speaking of rocket truck, this guy, he loves the rocket truck. He is known to use the rocket truck. He's a good rocket truck driver. You see what he did? He knows. He knows what's up. And I know the players in this conquest. I know not. I don't know everyone, but I know some players. I'm just surprised to see that nobody sent a bomber against that rocket truck. Yep, exactly. Poverty. The rocket truck, like I said, sorry, it's it's a hit and run uh, unit. Like the huge benefit is just it's the 2 seconds load time. Yeah. Ooh, well done. Good player here. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, oh, they're not gonna like that. That had a good effect. Man, 14 is so lucky that this bomber was not fully healed, or else this group would be gone. Oh yeah, now yeah, they are very lucky. I always track I have no money's bomber. He knows what's up. When he send a bomber, it's gonna hit its target. Ooh wee! I love to see bombers in action. I just love it. Especially strong, stout bombers. Man, they can do some damage. No, no cover. That's a big mistake. When I'm in charge and I see our guys with a group of howitzer, like these guys with no cover, I put a freaking tag, have some FT cover, fighter cover. That is essential. You need ground and air covered. These guys, they are in a dangerous position. So just as I say this, they have fighters around. Maybe they read my mind or they watch the stream, who knows? Yeah. And the thing is with howitzer, any artillery, it takes so much time to train. I mean, it takes forever. So you really don't want them. You you really don't want that group to get destroyed, or else by the time you reassemble such a group, you leave a big door, you open a big door for the enemy. So now everybody's waiting and watching, and okay, so this guy must be a little bit nervous. I would. Hey, this base healed quite fast, eh? Now he's what, 2%? Ah, such a pity that we cannot be part of this fight, man. I wonder how much reserves the average player of 14 have. I know that 21, I don't think they have much left either. So when you see two alliance doing the staring game, it's a telltale sign that they don't have a lot of reserves. That's my guess. So nobody is smelling blood. You see this guy, and look at this artillery. Only 3 units. Only 3, but it's like 10. Ooh, yeah. Espo is back. No SOS. No recovery. You know what? Yeah, I think exactly the same thing. Just piss him off and flush him out. Oh, 21 is very aggressive, eh? They're pushing hard. And you can tell 14 knows this and they want to do something about this, or else they may. They can build this village right now. Can they build this village? No. These guys are impeding the build. So you see this guy again with the rocket truck. What's up? Nothing's happening here. Just want to do a quick look. Make sure nobody is attempting something funny. Where's the action? There? Yeah, it's right there. It's right there. All right. Is it me or the chat is just I'm sorry, I don't see the chat. I see it, but nothing's happening. Okay. Look at this guy again. Officer skill is ready to launch. Boop. Small effect. Est-ce que tu peux nous montrer tes officiers pour arty et sur entraînement compétence? Certainement. I'm going to show you my officers. Brian, what's up? What is good? After these days, who do you think will win the cup? I don't know. I mean, the one who will capture the town hall, the alliance that will capture the town hall, or the alliance that will win by repute. I don't know, or maybe the one side, or not only one. I mean, yeah, one single team can win. I don't know yet. I don't know. Let's look at the officers. All right, so let's look at my lineup. What do I have? So right now I have a rocket truck. I have a 2 Liberty howitzers. Just gonna put this here, if you don't mind. So right now this unit is just there as a filler. I have Golden Eagle and Fox for base HP, base damage resist. On my most powerful howitzer, I have Lady Liberté and Saber of the Nation. On my weaker howitzer, I have Argent Flame. Oh, look at that. Look at this. I told you this guy knows how to use the rocket truck. Yeah, and as for skill training, Lady Liberté, I have the offensive skill, the 30% increase, the firepower of this officer's artillery. I'm sorry, I cannot talk. Maybe it has something to do with what I'm drinking. Increases the firepower of this officer's artillery by 30% from Eruptor. And this skill training reduce the load time of this officer's troop by 10%. So a faster reload. For Saber of the Nation, I have that skill increase the blast damage resist of this officer's troop by 50%. Very useful for artillery when you're doing an artillery duel. And blast damage resist buff, sorry, same thing. And this skill increase the firepower of this officer's artillery by 40% extra when I'm outside of active alliance territory. How about that? You like my choice? It's good, eh? And on this smaller, hold on, something will happen. I can smell it. I can smell it. Bing. We're gonna take a break, not a break of the game, but a break of those. Yeah, hey Rich, I'm definitely. You know, when I say that something's gonna happen, I didn't lie. There you go. They flushed that base out like it was toilet paper. Yes, I'm from Quebec. I'm from Quebec, Canada. That's why I have a funny accent. Because I mostly speak French. My English is not too bad, but I'm definitely not a true my English is not my main language. Hold on, I just want to see Espo getting blown up. Commander, the firing rate, the rate of fire, vive le Quebec. There you go, it disappeared. The firing rate, the rate of fire, sorry, affect firepower. Because the firepower is a combination of the damage times the rate of fire. So if you increase the rate of fire, you increase the firepower. And since artillery is known to have and since artillery have a slow rate of fire, any gain of any increase of firepower have a dramatic, have a significant effect. Redneck Mike was with us in S21. Yep. Okay. So Redneck Mike, he doesn't like me. Okay. You wanna hear a cool story? It's not cool story, it's just a story. So yeah, I met Redneck Mike at our Cairo Conquest. when we played against 14. He was with us on server tea time, cold tea. He was with us from and he was in server 29, and he was with us. And oui, je parle français. Je parle beaucoup mieux français qu'en anglais. So yeah, so what happened, I'm going to make this story short. So basically what happened is I made a video about him, me and one other G27 Mazinger. Redneck Mike, he dared to attack us. So he bring his base near mine, and Mazinger, which is, he's a good player, he's a strong player. So where is Mazinger? Is just a bit stronger than me. So he's number 26, I'm number 22. So this guy is 467 million power, probably buff, as he is all-time 447 million power. So me and Mazinger were minding our own business when he started attacking us base to base. So what happened is he played very poorly. He was not good doing base to base. He was making a lot of mistakes. You can see the video. I made a video about this, how not to base, a recent video. We were in Cairo. And so yeah, basically he played very poorly. His base was almost empty when he started the siege. And yes, we did have a small army group with us, but needless to say, whatever he did didn't do any good. So we flushed him out pretty quick. So I made a video about this, not to laugh at him, but just to show, because some people, they listen better, or they understand better when you say, don't do this rather than do that. Okay, so that was the goal of this video, but I didn't make fun of him. And he didn't like this video. He didn't say anything to me personally, but I heard in Moscow, not in Moscow, but I heard in Cairo chat that he bitched a little bit. And he said that I made fun of him and fun of his son, because his excuse was that his son, which is apparently disabled, was playing his account. That's why he was not performing good or up to the standard. And he said something like, oh, blah, 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 G27 this, G27 that. And I'm not going to join G27 for the Paramount Cup. I'm going to join 14 and kid stuff. I mean, he made a big deal out of this over nothing. So, but he didn't dare to say anything to me, and I didn't care. I mean, he got offended because I made him look bad. But I didn't make anyone look bad. He made himself look bad. That mean, whoever was playing this account, that's his name. Okay? So he's responsible of that. I don't care who's playing this account, but somebody who's from server 29 told me that that's how he played. So I'm going to leave it like that. In the end, I have no beef against this guy. I don't even know this guy. Okay? So, but he's upset about me, and it is what it is. So, oh well. AV using cheats? I don't know. No habla. No habla. I only know a few words. Oh no! This player is really annoying. So this player is using a little, not a hack per se, but a glitch where he used a light tank as a aggro unit. I don't think AV is using cheats. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, what cheats there are right now? So you see this light thing. So this light thing got Steel Fighter, and when you have a light tank with either Steel Fighter or Torn Countess, this light tank will make your base aggro, but only the light tank will fire back. Auto retrain, auto farm. Well, auto farm is one thing, right? But the anti bot script, I think that's the intention. Does it work? I don't know. I mean, auto farm, I don't care much since the alliance is the spends the most anyway, so I don't think it have an impact. Auto retrain, you mean by assign? Oh yes. Woo-wee. That was a good bombing run. I bet you didn't see that, eh? Oh, they're not gonna like this. A 9.2 stars bomber, glowing blue on top of it. So yeah, the auto retrain. Maybe I know for a fact that one computer can control many accounts and they can send troops to army groups. That is 100% accurate. Is AV using it? I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. I'm not here to suspect anyone. I base my opinion. I don't base my opinion, but I need proof to expose somebody. I'm not going to start any rumor here. I don't think they are. Are there any alliance using that cheat? Probably. I mean, I saw the screenshot where, and you probably saw the same screenshot where you see like there's 15 or 10 game running at the same time. You don't see it live, but you see what's happening, and you guess that this player is sending reserves or sending units to army groups. But I don't see the big deal here, because all you do is you're draining your reserves, right? If you keep training and those troops never come back, you're just draining your reserves quicker. You know what I'm saying? So does it have really an impact? On short term, it does have an impact for you. On the long term, you're just hurting yourself, I think. What do you mean every team cheat? Nobody's I mean, I know for a fact that nobody's cheating in G27. I'm confident enough that I can guarantee you that for a fact. If we are many accuse us of cheating, but I can tell you right now, nobody's cheating in G27. We are that active. We are very active, and yeah. But even Napo, like the leader of G27, even Napo, he's not super active, but when he is, he does some damage. And that's the guy that should be cheating, right? But he's not. What do you think of the skill critical strike chance 10%? It's not much. 10%, it's nothing. So while these guys are playing the steering game, let's go back to the officer and tell you what do I have in skill training for that weaker blue artillery. So on Argent Flame, you know Argent Flame, you need to assign him as a captain, or else his skill doesn't work 100%. So the first skill training increase the firepower of this officer's troop by 20%. And the second officer training, or skill training, sorry. Whenever this officer's troop attacks an enemy ground force, it has a 15% chance of resetting the target's load time. That's useful. And preventing them from attacking for 1 second. On Antonina, I have the increase the damage of this officer's troop by 25% when this officer is garrisoned in your base. Very useful when you're defending. And protection skill increased the HP of this officer's troop by 35%. Not bad. But reduce the speed of 5%. I've tested and you don't see any effect. The 5%, you don't see it. So that's it. I hope that that answered your question. It took time for me to answer it as there was some action and we kind of took another direction. How many gold we have on a daily basis? It depends. Depends on a special event. Maybe 20,000 gold on a good day. I know that AV is crazy. They have much more than us. They spend much more than us. For how long? We don't know. Oh, Dan Jug. I bet you didn't see that. Damage and firepower. That's a good question. So first of all, let me answer the other question. Okay. How far is my research tree? Okay, I can answer that question with pleasure. Hold on, let me show you. I didn't even do my daily mission yet. What time is it? Okay. I just hold on. I just want to make sure that okay, I've done that. Oh, I'm cool. Research. This is my research tree. Tree. Arbre. Industry, city honor, and the military, of course, and basic city defense. This is all done. Advanced combat. This is all done except infantry. So infantry is the only tree lacking. I have no tech because I have no infantry. Tank is complete. Artillery is complete. Plane is complete. Out of the 4, plane took the most time. Advanced CT defense. I'm not there yet. I'm right there. Base HP. So I want to reach the max. And I have all this. This takes a lot of time. Doesn't cost a lot of CT contribution badges, but in terms of resources, it's expensive. Costs a lot of money. Then advanced CT, I did that. Modern war. So modern war, infantry I have not much. Tank is the most developed one out of the 4. So I'm there. So this is all max. So I need to reach 10 on every investigation here. I need to. Oh yeah, I can. So I think that need to be that need to reach 8 out of 10 to develop this one. This one require this to be maxed, and then I can work on this, but not before I reach this 8 of 10. So that is annoying. And then I will be able to work on this first. Light, medium, and main battle tank troop attacks. It has a 40% chance to gain a 5% firepower bonus for 5 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Not crazy, it's alright. Then this will be the last one. So first, second, and last. You need to do all 3 of them in order to advance to the next investigation. And look how much research I have to do. Artillery now. I'm doing okay. Not as good as would like. This is, and plane I have nothing, not much. There you go. I hope that I answered your question. Yeah. Yeah, AV was very aggressive. Now they slowed down a little bit. So the difference between damage and firepower. If you see and you click on firepower, so the firepower is the total of the damage times the firing rate times the hit rate. That is your total firepower. So if you increase your firing rate, you will increase the firepower by default. Okay, so the damage is and sometimes one officer can boost the damage, one officer can boost the firing rate, and one officer can boost the total firepower. So depending of what you have, it may be more it may be better for you to boost either damage or firing rate or firepower. I hope that I answer your question. It's useless to go into detail and to go deep inside the rabbit hole about this topic. It doesn't change much, I think. I want this back. Can I buy it? I'm gonna buy it. Hold on, be right back. All right, sorry for that moment. So I'm gonna do my daily mission before I forget. I know it's not the most exciting thing to do, but it needs to be done, or else I will forget about it. And if I forget about it, I'll be unhappy. I will do my arena. I'm gonna hit this guy right there, like so. No, I'm gonna lose. Purchase. How about this? And I need that. What does your wife say when spend hundreds of dollars in Warpath? It's a good question. I don't know. She doesn't say much. What does your wife say? So I'll do my rapid resupply. Oops. Okay, this is done. We'll need that. You need a lot of military fund when you are in a conquest. Needless to say, you need that to research technology, forge blueprints, and train troops. Yep. Yep. Let's I'll show you the top fighting machine right there. There you go. So I have no money. Lost his first place to Wolf Love Orange. And he's gonna work and he's working hard to regain that first place. I think he will. How much have you spent? I forgot. How about that? You can ask any player how much they spend. They won't tell you. It's none of your business. I mean, it's. I don't think they keep track of it, anyways. You spend what you feel like you want to spend, and that's it. So, do you want to see more of that fighting machine? So, I'm going to scroll down just like this. Not much G27 players, obviously, because we're not fighting. Hmm. I'll do the Raven thing. No Ravens. G27 killed them all. Why is my plane missing a troop? Somebody attacked me? Is it possible? No. Yes. This guy. Huh. He went far to attack me. He was there and he patrolled all the way where I am to attack my fighter. A dedicated player. Who do you think will have the most kills, AV or 21? I put, yeah, AV, definitely. Definitely AV, without a doubt. What? Nord, okay. He spent 60 grands in his account at server 57. So a kind of a recent server. Now he reached 130 million power. Hey, Fubar, what's happening? Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, the amount of money spent in Warpath is absolutely insane. Just Google Lilith income, or not income, but gross sales every year or every month. It is jaw dropping. It is truly crazy. So much money. So I don't know what's gonna happen to AV when the blockhouse, to AV and 14 when the blockhouse will open. I AV doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm not a young alliance. I'm wondering what's gonna happen to Mass and 14 when the blockhouse will open. That is my question. Yep, Apple and Google Store take 10% on top of the, oh yeah. So they're quite happy. They get a pretty good kickback. They can put Lilith on the stock market like Roblox. Yes. I'm sure they are the biggest win. They are the biggest winner. I mean, when you see those numbers, you wish that they would give more stuff to us. It's not gonna happen. They are there to make money. Lots of money. Oh, you did? So, Mike, you are in AV, I presume. Yeah, you had a great fight. I saw bits of it. Good for you. Good to see more alliance emerging. That's new challenges for us. So good night. Yeah, you are. Good for you. Do you want to say, without saying maybe your in-game name, how much power you have in EV? Are you a strong player or a weaker player? Do you mind of disclosing this? Yeah, S22. Well, S22 before they were top, right? If you don't know, now you know. And top, I remember my first conquest with top dates from December of last year. We were in San Francisco. It was HBR, top, and kill. HBR and kill from server 12, top from server 22. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thanks for your answer. And we were facing 5 alliance, obviously 5 plus 3, 8. So we were facing, I recall, I don't know, server 24, server 27, yeah, A27 from server 27, 24, 25, 10, and 16, I believe. No, not 16, server 6. The old Revo, if you remember. Hello. So for all your OG players out there that remember the older server, so we were basically 3 against 3 against 5. HBR got stuck doing nothing until the blockhouse opened, and top was battling, I think, server 24, 25, and server 10 at the same time. I'm from Montreal, Canada, my friend. So and back then, top what was at their highest. They were truly a top tier alliance. They had, of course, Starcrest, Scan, Alibaba, they had Diamond Dragon, they had Pang Pang, they had Joker, I think. Maybe not. All the whales, most of the whales were in top, server 22. And then after this conquest, we played Cairo for the first time, and top got defeated pretty badly against G27, and then it went only downhill for them. Yep. Mag, hope the legendary 116 is preparing to the show in Cairo. JP. Yep, thanks for being part of this stream, guys. So let's I didn't finish my daily, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna delete speed run this. Produce material. Like so, fill. Right. There you go. Like this. What do I need to do? I need to do this. I'm gonna work on this guy, even though I don't have any infantry. It's not because you don't have infantry that you don't have to work on this guy for the arena. He's amazing. I'm gonna do my officer mission. I'll go as fast as possible. I know that this is not very interesting to spectacle. Can you show AV? Are they winning? Well, I cannot say they are winning because are they gaining against HBR and 24? That would be the question. But yeah, I understand. I'll show you with pleasure. I'm getting tired here. So this stream will go for about 15 more minutes. How about that? Then I'm going to take a rest. It's getting late, almost 11. No, I said, is it possible? Yeah, it will be possible to reach 1 billion power. It's only a matter of time before Lilith release more ways to spend, to upgrade, and whatnot. So this is where AV is. They are building away. This is Where was the HBR launchpad? It's gone. It's getting deleted now as we speak. So this is, I think, where HBR build their CC. They deleted it and they built those patches of land. And now AV is burning away. They are eating. And if you look at the bases, a lot of them are not in good shape. So they were battling hard. You see? They are recovering from intense combat. This guy from server 1, I know him. Then he went to server 7 and then to AV, I think. So yeah, so not much is happening. 24 will recover as they are low on reserves as well. Mr. P, a good player, a really strong base. Oh yeah. Oh, S57 are being monsters soon. They they have lots of whales, really. So for you, what is a whale in servers 57 in terms of power? If you can give me a number so I can compare of a whale right now. Yeah, so S24 is recovering. HBR, are they near? I don't. Oh yeah, they are. Eh? Hmm. So I've noticed one thing with AV, with or and without their whales. Two different alliances. Here's my friend Alpaca. Not much happening here. Do we have 24 players in the area? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But so far, HBR and 24, they are doing a fine job. They are so AV not doing much progress. And remember that AV, they activate the slow burn today. They activated the bubbles today or yesterday. That means they feel the pressure. If it was that easy for them, they wouldn't have activated those defense. Guys, be right back. I'm gonna go to the toilet so I don't pee in my pants. I'm gonna leave it there so you can watch something while I do my business. All right, friends. Did I miss something? Yeah, AV is definitely um on top of HBR and 24 in terms of firepower. But like I said a little bit earlier during the stream, tactic wise, planning wise, uh, they need a little bit of work. But I mean, they are strong, but they're not completely overwhelming HBR and 24. HBR and 24, they're doing a good job resisting and holding on. Oh, he did, eh? Yeah, I noticed he's not there anymore. Yep. I wonder how many reserves what's the overall situation with AV. It's definitely not the same as the first few hours, as now it seems to slow down a little bit. They have I mean, they're fighting two alliances, so reserves wise, I don't know where they are. And I see some players I know I recognize here. There you go. Oh, so C4 dropped. He got a good base. So that will be interesting. How is AV will be dealing with this guy since they don't have any whales? Buy more what? Well, reserves, you can buy some to an extent, right? So there's many ways you can buy reserves. So you have that pack that trigger twice as a day, the 2000 reserves, the rally the troops, right? So at a certain point, when you spend a lot of reserves at a certain rate, that pack will trigger. And once it only triggers twice a day. Uncertain condition, and there's this pack here called the where is it? I don't even have it, but it's a pack called you know what I'm talking about. It's a pack where you can buy every time you purchase, it goes up. It increases in price, it increases in reserves card, and it's quite expensive. And this pack revolves every week, so you can purchase additional reserves every week. Uh, I do buy reserves from time to time. Yes, and all the good, all the top rank, all the players ranked high in the fighting machine buys reserve. There's no way to be competitive and not buy reserve and not buy reserves. It's impossible. So you do have to buy those packs. Absolutely. They used to be cheap. I find that they used to be expensive. So the pack that you can buy every week, yes, you can stack it. You can stack it, but not the Rally the True pack. The Rally the True pack, every time you spend for those 2000 reserves twice a day, you can only purchase them when when you meet those conditions. If you already have those 4000 reserves in stock, this pack will never trigger. And I've seen some account, like I said earlier, I've seen some account with 10,000 more reserves on top of what they have currently. And I heard about somebody who had a 100,000 reserves. Imagine. So, and at this point, it's a matter of how many how many military funds you have. But yeah, like those reserves pack, they are truly a pay to win feature. Yeah, this infantry is doing great. Oh man, he's getting gangbang and he's barely losing anything. Can I tell you a curious fact about AV? Yeah, 100,000 reserves. I mean, I don't know if it's true. But yeah, go ahead, Santiago. Is it a rumor? Is it a fact? I'm curious. Everybody's watching the comment section. A while ago, AV did not go to a conquest because someone infiltrated and expelled everyone and they could not. Oh, I've heard a story like that, not to AV, but to another alliance. That sucks. And that dates from almost years ago. So something happened similar. So basically, somebody infiltrated the alliance, a rival infiltrated the alliance, and for some reason, he got promoted to an officer. And a few minutes before the alliance would lock, he kicked everybody out, except, of course, the other R4. And basically, the alliance got disqualified. But do you want to know an even better story than that? Okay, guys. So my drink is finished. I'm on water now. Oh yeah. No, no, not XYT. An alliance that I've never heard the name. But let me tell you a story. So back when I was in server 8, I was in Mu. And Mu was kind of dominating the server. And our rival alliance was called HKD. And fun fact, a few players of HKD are now in AV, but it's just a coincidence. It doesn't have anything to do with that. So basically, what happened is HKD was qualified for Moscow, I believe. We were qualified for Moscow. And as everybody like were waiting until the alliance freeze, because back in the day, a level 4 city, a conquest was a big thing. It was new and everybody was super excited, just like we were super excited about this Paramount Cup. Everything new is exciting, right? So everybody was looking at until the alliance freeze, so we know which alliance will be playing. And then we see HKD dropping in power significantly just half an hour before the alliance freeze. So we're wondering what the hell is happening. And they kicked all the R4, kicked everybody. They made the decision to kick everybody from the alliance, threatening them not to join another alliance, because the other alliance was, hey guys, if you want to do this conquest, join us. We will accept you, right? But they were ordered and they were threatened not to join any other alliance, so they got disqualified. And we learned that this was intentional from the R4 to disqualify themselves from the conquest. While we were in the conquest, they would attack our cities, and they never did. And when the conquest was over, they never recover from that, because many players, they were not, most of the players were not aware. Only the R4 knew about this, and they didn't say anything about that because they were afraid that everybody would leave and join other alliance. And so that's what so what happened to them is they never recover from that. It was the beginning of the end for HKD. So that was a really dramatic. So it was the first time. Yeah, Stinky Pedro kicked everyone. Yes, I remember. I heard the story. You know where I heard the story about Stinky Pedro? Uh, Triple G made a video about that. Yep. Remember Triple G? Yep. He was amazing. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So I mean, this game is getting under the skin of a lot of players. A lot of players play Warpath like it's life or death. Where is Kankan? Kankan, he's still in HBR, but he's not playing much. I don't think he's even playing his own account. I think it's somebody else playing his account. Yeah, well, Triple G stopped creating content for Warpath. I think he was having he got fed up of the game. That's what I think. I remember, or I felt like his last videos about Warpath is he changed his attitude a bit. You could feel that he didn't like Warpath anymore. He didn't like to play the game anymore. That's how I feel about this. But I followed Triple G Gaming. I actually talked to him. He's a super cool dude. Well, like I said, Ken doesn't play much. He doesn't play much. Yeah, a missed opportunity. Well, we don't really know. I mean, I don't want to start any rumors, but uh, yeah, Ken is not super active. He wasn't super active when I was in HBR. He was, but I saw a decrease in activity. Yeah, I agree about Triple G. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was. I mean, when I spoke to Triple G, he was starting to cover Diablo, and or he did and he stopped. And I asked him, "Well, you're not doing any Diablo content," and he said, "No, because I realized that Diablo is even more pay to win game than Warpath, and he was not interested." And I think that Diablo, the whole Diablo 3 thing is a fiasco. I'm not following the game, but I've saw some videos, and that's what I think about it. Take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, he didn't like the pay to win feature of Warpath and other games in general. But I mean, Warpath, you can play this game for absolutely free. Just you have to lower your expectation, right? You cannot expect to have the same power as a whale when you don't spend a dime in the game. And you should aim for a battlefield of your level as well. If you want to stick around with whales while being a free to play, you're not going to have a great time. Well, time space. A lot of players quit and a lot of players join, right? When you see the amount of servers we have, we are at what, server 69? So players and a server is born when a server gets a new server is born when the previous one gets filled or almost filled, right? So there's always a new players influx or in intake. There will be a problem where there won't be any more new players, and it could happen. So Lilith needs to be aware of that. Yeah, that's a hard reality. Um, I've noticed that in the early days because I come from server 8, right? So in the beginning you really don't see that. It doesn't even come to your mind. You play this game and then you realize that some players they disappear and you move on, you join new alliance and you keep progressing, but you don't really see this thing happening until you realize it, and then now the server is in dire of uh, dying, but then you can always move server. Yeah, yeah. And friends, when you see this legendary one battlefield, this battlefield is 1% of the whole Warpath community. Okay, most of the players they play for free, they play on their free time, and they don't care. They just want to escape from reality. They want to blow up some units. They don't care to get blown up. That's what they want to do. Only a handful of players, so to speak, play this game seriously. All right. So I'm gonna call it a night, friends. As soon as this base blow up, I'm gonna. Wow, there you go. So as soon as this base blows up, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna disconnect. I'm gonna end the stream, and I want to. Oh, I have no money, just gone. So I want to thank you all for being part of the stream. Your support is much appreciated. Is he playing Candy Crush? Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Okay. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday or your Sunday morning. Thanks for your kind words. And I'll catch you on the next one, probably tomorrow. So stay tuned and have a good evening. See ya.